weak ass.
That nigga, man, he got a
Thicker than
couple
a
of
bowl of
souls left.
grits.
He got a couple of souls left vouching for his ass. That nigga, all he got is his magic. He ain't got shit else, and that shit is
With that
bringing
fucking
home.
Walmart headdress on.
Yes, that shit came straight from
Yo,
Amazon.
the way they hop on people bags when they first come, straight savage. Like straight savage. Yo, I'm going to carbonation on everything I love. I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
Hell yeah, we all gonna go. We really are all gonna go, like for
No,
real.
Yeah, we
listen, my
gonna
dude,
go.
yo,
Hell
my
yeah,
dude and his brother is so with it. They so with it, yo. I'm look. Don't let me get stimulated if y'all want to.
girl.
Cause you ain't gonna be
Get your
cutting me off.
stimmy
I got
check.
some things to say. God
Oh
damn.
yeah, we gonna let you. Yes, we
Can
gonna
I
make
at least talk
We
this saber tooth
we
shit
pulling
with
up with
Emily?
penicillin and bleach. Damn it,
What?
right.
penicillin and bleach.
Fucking alcohol, fucking rubbing alcohol and shit.
Mm,
Hydroxy,
mm.
man.
Some apple
Baking
cider
soda,
vinegar,
right.
Hmm.
God damn it.
baking
We
soda,
putting
maybe some
Valtrex in
baking
all the
soda, baby.
meals.
We gonna get y'all T cells up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We are not the enemy, honey. Don't worry about it.
No, we just trying to help. We're just trying to help you. Help yourself.
And that
Shit.
ain't
And
no
y'all
that.
gonna let this man convince y'all that every time your herpes pop out, that it's because something going on with you?
Right.
I got a demon on my lip.
Come on now. Come on now. Come
Eating
on
some
now.
bread.
They make me sick.
He gonna keep using that shit. Like, come on now.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness, you on here bragging, talking about this girl had two abortions and got right up. Efru, you a fucking fool.
How
I'm
she
giving
What
you
do?
kind of accomplishment is that?
a
Yeah.
moment of laughter for Fufu. You dumbass bitch.
But that's, you mean, Ephraim, you can see
Yeah.
it. Because remember that fight? She was holding her dress the whole time. She didn't want her dress getting wet. And it was getting
Yep.
wet, but she kept trying to hold her dress and be cute while they was fighting. She she don't want to be nobody's mom.
Nope.
Hell
She
no,
don't.
she don't.
She don't.
No.
She
She don't
don't.
want to be nobody's mom.
Yeah,
She
So,
just
she gonna be sad when that womb is too. Man, listen, you only get one womb, honey.
yes.
mm,
Shit.
And she
From
was
what they
talking
say,
about,
hell, all them wounds is bad.
Mm.
and she was like, yeah, we're young, we're young, so we can do whatever we want. I'm like, girl, you pressing 30. What are you talking about?
mm.
Disgusting.
Heifer,
I
you can
remember
only
one
have so
time.
many abortions before you can't have kids no more.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And what they don't know is only take one. You know, some are more blessed
Hell
than
yeah.
others, but it only take one time. You never know.
She
So
could get cancer, can't she?
yeah, all type of shit can come from that. And then that blue waffle ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
You ain't gonna tell me they ain't got blue waffle over there.
They got to. That's so
It
They
looks
disgusting.
got
like, from
some.
the
They got a
images
little bit
I
of
saw,
everything.
it looked like it. Shit.
That right
The
there is
way
some
that
sick
Terry
shit.
described that shit, and Terry described that shit to a T. So that's
Hell
what it
yeah.
sounded like to me. And I went and looked at the
That
images, and it
shit,
looked like that's what it looked like
man.
and
Come
sound
on
like.
now. Come on
It,
now.
it seemed
Y'all,
like
Come on
it,
now.
the way
that
she described it, that shit seemed like
she
it
said
hurt.
her fucking pussy was so swole. The doctors could they just had to give her a cure for
That
everything that was curable. They couldn't even get inside. Our vagina not even as swole. I had twins.
that
I
is
got
some
twins.
serious
Okay.
infection.
Wow.
I
Yep.
spent hours one time pushing out a stillborn child, and my pussy still wasn't that swole. You're not going to, girl. I've
Wow.
never in my life heard of anything like that.
Mm.
And
Mm-mm.
then you just and that quick you off to another dude. You're
Right.
irresponsible as well. Y'all are just as bad as him,
Yep.
They spreading it. They spreading that shit. They spreading
Right.
that
right?
shit.
And why the government don't care? Because there's a bunch of little black boys and girls. No, they don't care, y'all.
Exactly.
They don't
Yep.
care. But
Exactly.
once they find out the motherfuckers dipping in their money, getting this and ain't paying them taxes, oh, that's
Hmm.
gonna rile them up. So I encourage the past and seeing members. Let's start disclosing that, dropping us for some receipts about the
Now,
money, the paper
I've
trail.
been looking at his panel, and his panel is a array of women. You let them little white girls start going over there and see, don't everybody start trying to shut the shit down.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Right,
fact.
because
You
that
know,
one time he had that white girl older, that's the only time
Hmm.
ABC and them was sweating them. That's
Yep.
the only time anybody cared.
That's
Yep.
the only time anybody
Because
gave a
he
damn.
because he right now is probably the greatest gift for their agenda. And we got a bunch of
Yep.
little black boys and girls that's so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid.
I think that
Over
shit
there
is.
taking each other out.
The
Yep.
fucking knowledge. Let me tell you something. The knowledge comes from living every day. The knowledge comes from living, learning, and applying that shit. You don't have to go over there and get beat for somebody to. Are y'all crazy?
Hell no.
To
But that's the
heal?
thing that I don't understand is you want to preach the knowledge, but you're not living the knowledge.
Exactly.
You
Right.
constantly talking about Babylon this and Babylon that, but you on a damn Babylon app getting
Right.
Babylon money to
Yep.
go to the Babylon store
Yep.
and
Right.
live in a Babylon house. I don't give a
Right.
fuck if it is in the woods. You still living in the fucking
Right.
house with lights
Right.
and all that shit. You still
Right.
buying your groceries from the fucking grocery store.
Yep. And
Come on,
that's
dude.
worse. Honestly,
Come
y'all
on.
can. It's been all those years, and y'all don't even know how to plant a crop. You mean to tell me y'all can't plant a fruit, a fucking veggie?
Nothing.
Nothing.
and hopping on a
Nothing.
Babylon airplane.
And
Shit,
they spending
Exactly.
hella EBT. Right.
Hmm.
Everything
Yeah.
all the
Babylon. And then
fucking.
his excuse for the internet is, oh well, I gotta teach the knowledge. But what's your excuse for the lemon pepper wings and the Hennessy? What's your
Thank
excuse
you.
for that?
Thank
Right.
you.
And
He
then
used
you
all the
so
EBT, huh?
Hmm.
right. All the loans, all that shit, right? Social
All of it.
security, true,
All
fucking
of it.
pedophile ass over there getting a VA check. Like what? You are Babylon. If anything, you more Babylon than most of us, because a lot of us don't get no fucking check, no fucking pillow to fall on. A lot of
You
us
know
gotta
what?
work and hustle to
Thank
eat.
you.
You know what
I
Yep.
his
worked
dumbass said
two
today?
fucking jobs.
You know what his dumbass was saying today earlier? His ass was talking about. He was like, yeah, cause they was trying to have they fake little beef earlier. You know, Cherry Boom was on there and stuff, and whatever they was on Key stuff, and 50 ass Nature Boy ass. He talking about. So he was like, yeah, cause they were I guess they were having a discussion about, you know, if people should like gift or not. Like if you get a lot of gifts, should you give back a lot of gifts? And
What?
somebody was getting
Ain't
on
that
his
how life
ass,
work?
whatever. Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm like, ain't that how life work? People give, you give back,
Right? Exactly.
but
And none of them wanted to give, girl. That was the whole thing. None of their asses wanted to give. Not one of them. All of them. None of them really wanted to give at the end of the day. They was all trying to talk around the shit. They was all trying
right.
to talk around the shit. You know what I'm saying? Just back and forth all around.
But
It's
the
so
And
thing,
so
funny
you
how
know what?
people.
But the thing with him though was, okay, so today was supposed to be their little PK, right? And the way you win is by who gives the get most beans or whatever.
Yeah.
So he
Okay.
said, "Oh well, I realized today that I need to give back in order for people to give back." You've been on this app all this time, and today is the first time you figured out that you needed to give back to other
he ain't
people.
built like that. He ain't built like that. But
He
you
Right.
know,
ain't built like that. He
because
was trying to get them to. He was gonna give them those beans for them to give them back to him,
Yep.
and tonight to where he would win over what's name. What if you trying to teach somebody about the knowledge? What the fuck difference do it make whether or not you get more beans than somebody else?
Okay.
Nothing.
What
right,
that got to
then
do
he
with
was
anything?
That's the only reason why he didn't want to do it, because he's scared. He's so scared of losing because he's a loser in life.
right.
For real.
He's a fucking
That's
loser
fucking
in life.
sad.
So yeah, so they was talking about that earlier, talking about their little PK, and 50 gonna talk about, yeah, well, I don't really give a fuck. My name speaks for itself. You know, people have given me $300,000, $100,000, and I'm thinking like, That is sick to me. Like, why are you bragging on that when you have nothing to show for it? That is
Thank
Right,
you.
disgusting. Like,
girl.
and if
Thank
Nothing.
you. Hit the
anybody's
nail on
still,
the head.
you know what I'm saying?
I was
And
just
if
about to say the
anybody's
same
still
exact thing.
giving you their money, oh my
Yep, I was
God.
about to say the same exact thing. Like, this is how you can tell,
You
like,
ain't got shit
maturity
to show
versus
for it.
immaturity. You understand? Because I would be so embarrassed to brag about such a thing. Like, when I was younger, I remember I got a fat ass check and I blew all this shit. I'm
Hmm.
embarrassed today to tell anyone because
Right?
it's
Right.
not impressive to know
No,
that you grown ass mishandled your
Right?
money. Who
Yeah.
told you?
And then he's old as fuck.
And it's someone else's money at that, right? You're old enough to be their fucking father.
yep.
Come on now, you can't be in charge of me or fucking. You want to be in charge of how I got there and eat, and I'm the one bringing the food in here. True, you bowing down to that
Exactly.
nigga while you serve him the waters that you're paying for. You're a
Yep.
dummy,
Nigga, you ain't bringing nothing to the table. So how you gonna tell me when and what I can eat?
right? And you
I
gonna tell
take
me,
all my food stamps and you won't eat nothing with your big hipped ass.
thank
Nothing.
you.
Exactly.
Shit.
And then you gonna tell me the only time I could fuck on Saber Tooth Sheba is when her pussy outgrow.
Puh.
That's one thing
What?
that's two things I'ma fucking do. Eat and take my ass a shower. Fuck y'all.
Thank
Okay,
you. I'm gonna wash my ass. You're not gonna tell me I
right,
cannot wash my ass.
and right, and I'm gonna tell you something. We Like, for example, I remember I seen they had little pillows or something on the bed, but y'all got baby Josh sleeping on that bare, hard ass floor in somebody's cramped ass apartment.
That poor baby.
And then it's
That
the
poor baby.
hallway, it's the walk hallway at that. Why are y'all
Right.
in the walking hallway
And then
where
he wake up,
everybody is
y'all acting like
stepping?
y'all don't see him up and shit. You see that baby? What if he would have pulled something down and hurt himself? Efru's
They
damn right. Efru ain't ready for no kids. Cause that bitch, I see
No,
some
she
things
not.
out of her.
She
That girl
not.
ain't right.
The babies fell twice in the room with her, standing right there. Both
Right.
Yep.
of them.
And then
Yep.
Velvet. Let's get on
And
to
they
Velvet.
despise her. They despise her because
Yep.
they she gets all the attention and they want the attention. So of course
Yep.
she gonna let her hurt herself. They probably be glad when Velvet leave from over there and take their baby.
Oh,
Yep.
you know they are.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Like Velvet, you know what? She really
Yeah.
I feel for this girl, like, because how slow do you have to be to really come here
Hmm.
and feel like you are in a position to be someone's guidance, to teach someone? Bitch, you don't even know what
Hmm.
colorism is, and you have a chocolate daughter.
You
How
can't
what you
teach
gonna
me
how you gonna
shit.
console your baby when the outside world get real? And I'm
Thank
speaking from
you.
a mother, because
That's
I
Cause
got
you
bad.
don't
multiple
even know
daughters.
how.
Right.
She don't
And my
even know
daughter,
how
I'm
to
gonna tell you
navigate in the
something.
world.
My daughter went through some shit that I ain't never went through. I had to educate myself, break it down, get on her
Hmm.
level. If you know
Right?
everything, how can you learn? Velvet, shut the fuck up. Get a job. You embarrassed your father, your parents, your siblings so fucking much. The least you could do is get off the line, because
Yeah.
they don't looking
Get
at you
help.
as if you're somebody in a leadership position teaching knowledge. They're
Nope.
looking at you embarrassed. They're looking at you sad that you can't even formulate a decent sentence. Bitch, get a job.
You
Yeah.
ain't even lived. You ain't even how you gonna teach somebody when you ain't lived
Right,
yourself? You was out
right.
in the woods begging people for donations, letting this
Okay.
man knock you upside your head and tell you what you can and can't do. You think just because you done had a baby that you can teach somebody something?
Right. And then
You
gonna
know,
say, you know how many women's been with an abusive man? Yes, true, a lot of us. But at the same time, there's not a lot of women. I don't give a fuck what they allow men to do to them. The very first time they see their
Hmm.
children mistreated,
Yeah.
mishandled,
They out that
especially in
bitch.
a sexual way, bitch, ain't nothing to
They
talk
out that
about.
bitch.
I've been with a nigga that broke my jaw, broke my wrist, fractured two of my ribs. I ain't leave that man until my daughter seen me get the shit smacked out of me.
Shit.
Most
Right?
women
right.
ain't playing with their fucking children. Real women,
Thank you.
honey.
Thank you.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
a lot of us will fuck with a man that ain't shit. Yeah, we will take ourselves down and do, but
Shit.
we not gonna sit around and for shits and giggle and laugh while a man make a joke about feeding our baby sperm. We're not gonna laugh at that.
Nope.
We're gonna check him. I'm not gonna laugh while you got a sick, salty. First of all, her inside's dirty and her skin salty and filthy, sucking on your baby's nipple for shits and giggles. Bitch, that's
That's
not
Shit.
pacifying. So let me tell you something, Velvet. Yeah, a lot of people will be with a man that ain't shit. But our motherly instincts, a lot of us will never be as low as you.
exactly.
You would have had to say,
I'm
you
stuck
would
on
only had
shits
to
and
say it one
giggles.
time. One
That's a
time.
fact, Candy. That's a fact.
That's
Did you
one
see him
time.
laugh when he made that sperm joke? Are you kidding me?
That shit is not funny. That shit is not funny.
Yeah, that was not
I
And
funny.
would
this
have
is the
slit
thing
your
about
throat
Velvet.
in your motherfucking sleep. I'd have slit
Right.
your
And this
throat in
is
your
why
sleep.
I don't respect Velvet, because Velvet has pulled that I was a better woman. I was a better woman. No, but we seen you
No,
smack the shit out
no,
of him and argue and
no.
fight and turn up with him because he was fucking other women. You would turn
Thank
up on
you.
that man about being jealous over other women. So bitch, don't give me that shit. You was battered. Cause if you mean to tell me you'll tee off and get hypey with him because he wants to fuck another woman, but when it comes to your
Hmm.
baby, you ain't gonna say nothing, bitch. You
You
is
scared.
fake.
All
Yep.
of a sudden you scared.
Right.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Right.
That's when you
Every
should have been punching him in his shit.
thank
What?
you. And to be honest, if he was willing to say I will be with you and only you, these are our slaves, Velvet would have been okay with that. Her only problem was wanting that dirty D to herself. So don't make it
Yep.
like you got up and left because you was some stand up mother and ain't wasn't standing for them children being take care of. You ain't like how them women was being passed around, but you ain't care about none of that shit. You was
None of
wanting that
that.
dirty D to yourself, and I see right through you.
Yep.
Yeah, I always, I feel like Velvet, she's a magical girl. You can see she has magic, but it's like
I don't see
she
it.
she doesn't get yet though. Like it's a whole nother side to it. Like we're saying as mothers, like, and she's still a new mother, so she has to understand. Like you got to do things on your own. You let these broken women help you raise your child, and then not that, but you did like you're saying, like you didn't. It wasn't always. You know what I'm saying? You sticking up for them. Like you did
Uh-oh, she
did
cut out.
try a lot, but it was a lot of stuff like every time she left, it wasn't about helping them. It was like, you was clowning them. You know what I'm saying? You was
Yep,
clowning him.
yep,
And
yep.
talking about how they waited
Wait,
on you hand and foot. How could you mock the people that's helping you build?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though
right.
them bitches ain't shit, they not. You know, they ain't
Wait, can
shit.
No.
I ask y'all something real
But
quick? Can I make the
Yeah.
panel? Can I add more people up here while I'm on live?
you
Yeah,
should.
it's
This is the first
yeah.
time I ever did this, so okay.
It was
I
a
I don't
way.
know how you do it because I ain't never did it, but I know you can do it while we on here. You can
Uh-huh.
Okay.
change it some kind of way.
Oh, I see it.
Do you see
Okay.
it?
Yep. 4 to 6, 4 to 9. Oh,
Yeah, there you
oh.
go.
Okay, we in there. EA Sports.
Hey.
Okay. I'm sorry, babe. I was
I
listening.
mean, it's something about. I had my first kid at
Oh
17.
shit.
You get that
No.
motherly instinct. It just pops in there. Just I mean,
Right.
Really.
automatically. If you
Yep.
got it, you got it.
Yep.
If
Yep.
you got it, you got it.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Excuse me. I just want
that
to say
right
peace
there,
and
you
affection.
no, no. Peace, Laura, peace infection, peace
Peace
infection.
infection.
Oh,
Peace.
Shante. I'm sorry, y'all. My
Yeah,
bad.
it just I don't. Laura. I
So
just
what?
Get in
I
the
don't know
Give
motherfucking
me a lower,
closet.
lower drink real quick. My bad, y'all.
that every last one of
I
them
got
bitches
my
over
it's
there.
wine time glass. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Oh no, you
Okay.
good.
Okay, what were you saying?
No, she
Every
said
last
she was
one of
finna
them
fix
what?
her a drink. I said I got my it's wine time glass.
Okay, lower, lower, lower gang.
Lower.
Okay, what was you saying, boom? Every last one of them over there had what?
All them bitches over there. They just like, come on, man. Sheba, come on. Your baby need to be able to go out there and be a playful
Yes.
child. He can't
Yeah.
be no more than two. This
No.
is
Yep.
at a point to where I got a 1 year old grandson and he don't sit still at all. So there's no
Yes.
way in hell you can tell me that that baby sit up all day,
For
not
hours.
talking, not playing, not nothing.
I
He
think he's
Like
just
what
he
the
not
hell
he
is
has
he
no
happy.
doing?
He's
stimulation.
I think
being
it's
beat.
He
That's
has
I
what he's
think
no
he's
doing.
just not
stimulation.
happy. I think he's such a smart baby. He looks like a very smart baby. He just doesn't
He
seem
does
happy. He just doesn't
They
seem
at
happy.
they
all.
they
That's the
done beat that
problem.
boy into a routine. There's no way.
He's
There's
not happy.
no way you're gonna tell me that boy sits so still and docile day through night. That is not normal to
You
Yeah.
me.
never hear him. You
What the
never hear
hell?
him.
I wonder if
I
he
don't think
even
I've ever heard him cry. or even laugh or talk, or
No,
I ain't
He's
never
not
he
seen him
looked
do
happy.
so
nothing but sit on
sad.
his
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah.
He looked so sad, and then
Yeah,
Mhm.
that breakout on his face, like that
man.
baby need love. That
Because
baby
you
That's
need
because
know,
she.
pills.
Oh my God! Y'all stop, please, because I want to drown Sheba.
Yeah, I
birthing
can't
them
stand
babies,
Sheba.
they will tell you if you have some kind of STD, you cannot give birth vaginally. You
No.
cannot.
Right. And then you got to think these girls, first of all, they already in denial. They're not going
Yep.
to the hospital. They're not going to the doctors,
Nope.
keeping it real with
Nope.
their fucking health and their status. They
Nope.
sick. And that's fucked up. If you're not going to care about yourself, care about that baby, that innocent baby.
Yeah.
At least care about the baby.
Right.
She act like
I,
she don't know she stink.
right.
She
Girl.
know she
Baby
fucking
Josh so
stink.
cute. And
But you
then,
know what?
he
I'd rather
always up
stink
under
and
his
get my
mommy
child the
40 or
fuck up
something.
out of there. I'd rather
Thank
stink
you.
to all hell and get
You
the
know
Shit.
fuck
what?
up out of there.
I heard.
I'll be a funky
I will
bitch.
be looking bummy and let my
So,
child rise to all the occasions. There's
Thank
no
you.
way.
isn't Sheba from Washington or somewhere?
I
I
don't
don't
know, but
know.
wherever the fuck she
I
from,
heard
she
that
need to
her
go back.
Timbuktu.
family.
I don't
I heard
know.
that her
I
family
don't know
said
where
she
they
can't
make them
bring
at.
that baby there because that was a baby by a rapist. And I remember seeing that. I
Um,
remember seeing that whole
Oh
little
man.
conversation on Facebook a while ago. I
But
don't think they
they
Dang.
had
shouldn't
the
do that
baby
to
back
the
then.
baby though. But they should, and even
No.
then, like you have to stand up as a woman. Girl, go do your
Yeah.
own thing.
You don't
You
stand for
have
something, you'll
to.
fall for anything.
Right.
Mhm.
You could even tell sometimes when he's on live, like if Baby John makes noise or something, how he look like, or like man, one day even with Baby Ellie, like man, girl, like
Real talk, I
I'm
They
think
don't
a
give a shit
fucking
about
this
them
baby.
Ligi
kids.
hoe only wants children and multiple wives for the public assistance benefits,
Yep.
and
that's
Beneficial
that's for
reasons,
real.
Yep.
right?
yep.
I
Yep.
believe that.
He don't want any other tangible other than
I
that
believe that.
emotional, physical,
I
Mm-mm.
or
believe
anything
that.
like that.
Yep.
I
Mm-mm.
believe that. Like, oh my gosh, remember when he was dancing with the baby and he got a hard on and Velvet came out and defended that?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's still hard for me, y'all.
Yeah.
All
The way
this.
he rubbed his hand up the baby's side. Come on now, tell me. Y'all, I
I ain't never seen him like
I
that
gave
with
Mm-mm.
birth
them
to six
women.
kids. I've never seen
Nope.
my children's father never once rub my baby girls up the side
Nope.
of their fucking body.
Nope.
No.
Never.
Nope.
Hell,
Never.
Never.
when my baby girl was little, my ex-husband wouldn't even give her a damn bath.
Yep.
He would wait
Right.
for me to get home for me to bathe her. He didn't feel comfortable doing. He's like,
Right.
no, I'm not doing that. That's not my place for me to do all that. That's for her
Right.
Yeah.
mama to do. You don't
That's why,
know, nigga. You can't tell me your ass,
girl, let
boy
me tell you
gone,
something. If
boy
I
gone.
wake up, if I wake
Yes,
up, because
babies
I
do
ain't
know
gonna
when
lie,
evil is
I said a
I
around.
couple
know what
times
you
I
about to
might want me
say.
a little I might want me a little sister wife in a couple
I
years
t-
when my kids grown. I don't know.
Hey.
But what I will say, if I wake up and see
huh?
multiple hoes with my
Say it,
baby
Okay.
in their arms,
say it, say it.
girl,
We fighting.
Candy, can I ask you a reason?
I'm finna be
Could you
sister
explain
inmate
that further?
9700483.
What she say?
But
Candy,
this
can you
bitch
speak on
said
that
she
more?
did
Because
took
you
the
just
baby.
said maybe a few
Uh
years you might be a sister wife. Expound upon that.
oh.
Okay, so
I'm interested, sweetie. I'm not knocking it at all. I'm, you
Right.
okay,
sharing the
so
information and
like
I'm soaking it up. I'm listening,
no,
sweetie.
I've always felt like that. Like once my kids are grown and out the house, you know what I'm saying, and I'm just like chilling. Like I think I do want a sister wife. I'm not sure if I want to like sleep with her or not, but I totally want that vibe. So like my dream right now, I'm saving up to buy land. I want to buy land. I want to make a cul-de-sac, and I want to have like my own little community within my community. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Okay,
like I
okay.
totally want like a sister wife, so we could like be in the bed eating a hot cocoa or watching TV, like like that kind of thing.
Okay.
So
Right. Just
yeah,
chill.
I'm into that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just be in
something
the
like that.
closet together.
Right, and but I wanted to where we're comfortable enough we can have our own space, because that 24/7 shit that's not realistic. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want that kind of thing. Get some little
So will you
tiny
be
houses on my
will there
property
be
and
any
just have a
sleeping on
nice.
the floor?
Oh, hell.
Girl, we gonna be in a nice bed
I
with
mean, we
mad
got to define this
pillows.
thing, baby. We got to put it all on the docket.
Are we?
Is it gonna be Air Mattress City? Is
King
it gonna be
said,
Pimp
I am
What's the
not trying
dealie?
to put my sister
King
wife
said
on the
tiny house
pallet.
gang.
No
Tiny
pallet
house
gang.
gang,
No
tiny
pallet
house
gang.
gang. What's it gonna be,
Tiny house
Candy? Come on,
gang,
you
gang,
you gotta
gang.
spill it. Share your desires with me.
Shit, you got to manifest that, girl. You got to manifest
Yes,
it.
yes.
For
Sure.
Listen,
real.
y'all, come with your own
Manifest
palette.
it.
Come with your own palette, sister wife.
Right.
Shit, come with your
We
own
gonna do
palette,
the
come
Of
with
living
your
room
course,
own
floor. I don't
air
do the
we
mattress.
gonna
hallway
do that.
floor, but we can do the living room
Because
floor.
Well,
you
one
It's
thing
know,
good
about
for
I'm
you.
one thing
It's
about
good
my
for you.
union is you will have to get tested and you will have to wash
Mm.
your ass.
Facts,
oh yes,
Right.
facts.
yes,
You're gonna have to wash
yes.
that tap water, well water, whatever we got, dip in it.
And you want to know where they done came from too.
Right,
Exactly.
Because just because you ain't
right,
clean don't mean you emotionally clean.
right. That's
Hmm.
another thing. Y'all over there, if y'all people that genuinely think that 50 is a fucking Messiah, do you think a Messiah would procreate with someone and he doesn't even know like how they're made, how their family are, where they come from, the characteristics, you
Candy,
think he wouldn't want to the
he
Messiah
grabbed them
would be
chicks
more
straight
careful with
off the
who he chose?
doggone internet
Y'all
and
people
don't
dumb.
even build anything with them. He don't even know nothing about them.
No.
He
His
just
plan is
he talk to them and say,
Right.
"You my wife, you coming over here," or "You his wife
As
and you coming
long
over here."
as they
Nothing else.
look cute, long as they look cute and they
That's all
willing
right.
to give him some ass,
Yep.
then he come on.
Hello,
They
Come on.
King.
Girl.
Hello, King.
Lord, Lord, Lord,
Look,
Lord.
Lord,
hey,
Lord,
hey,
Lord,
hey.
Lord.
I feel like a boss
Gang,
over
gang,
here.
gang, gang, gang,
Gang, gang,
gang,
Gang,
gang. What's
gang, gang,
good?
gang,
gang.
I feel
gang.
like a boss, y'all. This is my first
World,
live,
they
and I
tried
ain't
to
gonna
play in
lie.
our face, world. They
Hey,
tried to act like they
Candy.
didn't know who the fuck we was,
World, you
world.
seen him?
They
Yeah,
tried
I
to act
seen the
like they
video.
didn't know us.
Somebody sent me a clip. I seen that. You know what I'm saying? Candy went up there and got
No,
that
you know what?
Babaji and shit.
Look,
Being
world. I
seen
told
for
him, like I
life.
told him earlier, world. This what he's trying to do, cause he been seeing the stuff I've been saying, right? He just was trying to prepare to address it. He think he just pulled the okie doke, so when he does address it, he could say, "I don't even know this bitch. Y'all think I would tell a bitch she was beautiful if I knew she was talking shit about me?" He thinks he's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
smart,
so
and he's
like
Yes,
not.
you would.
some
You
Babaji
would.
shit.
He think he's so smart, like really trying to play. I said, "Why you trying to act like you don't know me?" He said, "I don't. It's a beautiful girl that popped up on here. Any real nigga with any normal person would have said, 'I know you where I know you from, right or wrong,
Exactly.
Yeah,
right or
yeah,
wrong.'"
Fact.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because
That's how
you
you
could
know the
have
nigga
just been on
lying,
live with him one other time in just a couple of seconds. So you just
right?
can't say, I don't know
Right.
you.
Somebody say they don't
He
know.
lying. That
Somebody say
bastard
they know
lying.
you, and you gonna continue how? No, you gonna be like, "Oh, where I meet you at? Where I meet
Uh-huh.
you
Exactly.
from?"
Like Cherry did his ass earlier today.
I didn't see that, but I heard about it. Yeah, he's full of shit.
Man.
I can't wait to see how he addresses. Like, what is he going to try to say? Like,
Well, Candy, I have
cause
a question. So tell me, what does it feel like to get um put off the panel of the pink patent leather, Pink Panther, Lil Durrell, pink penny loaf wearing Messiah?
Little
Tell me.
girl.
well, I actually feel quite privileged to know that I've ruffled up the great Messiah's feathers so much that he was scared to give me a chance to speak. For that, I think I might be what we gonna call me, Shasiah. I might be
Oh,
trying to get
Josiah.
Messiah out this
Oh,
city.
oh,
I
what?
feel I'm very
The
proud.
she
I feel
sire. The
like
she sire.
She
She
I
fi-
feel
fire.
like I might be
she fire.
queen
She
motherfucking
fire. Okay.
guru because I've ruffled up the Messiah's feathers so much that he had to
Mm-hmm.
act like he don't know me and get
She
me up out
fire.
of there. I feel great. Thank you.
Oh, he'll be hitting you up. He'll be trying to hit you up later.
Oh yeah, they probably got that stimulus. Look, I want it all.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, how much should I
You know
charge
nigga
him,
ain't gonna
y'all?
share shit. You know his ass ain't gonna share shit.
Hell no.
That nigga don't
She
share shit.
fire.
Oh well,
She
listen. He
fire.
did tell me, y'all. He did tell me. He said if you don't want to make a statement saying you don't know me, he said all he had to do was make it himself. And he did tell me that.
Oh.
So I said the only way you could do that is like a fake app or whatever like that. And he just laughed. So yeah, he
Oh, he
did do
gonna
that.
make it. He gonna make up a thing saying from you saying that you really don't know him.
Well, I guess so, because he was like, well,
Boy.
even if he said I'm trying to help you out, that's why I don't
She
fuck with
fire.
bitches
We
because
done
y'all
heard your
stupid.
voice enough. We know your voice.
Right. Like
Thank you,
boy,
Quiet
bye.
Storm.
And we done seen all. We know all them bitches'
Right.
voices
We
too.
didn't talk to
I'm
you.
out here,
And I'm
motherfucker.
sure they can't write. So
Yeah. Who he gonna use? Who he gonna
They
use?
fake.
Doggone stuttering, doggone Malaya.
Y'all, please leave her
Facts.
Mama
alone.
Saya say, that ain't her.
Please, Lord, Lord, poor
That ain't
Malaya.
her.
He might have to get
Bless her
Pisces.
heart.
He might have to get Pisces. Ain't none of them women over there. Their voice ain't even deep enough to fuck with me. He might have to get Pisces.
You know what? You said the exact one. I'm like thinking, oh, she talking about the wrong one. No, you're correct. She
Y'all, what's up
that
with his nose? Why did he keep
that
breaking his
thing
nose?
look like it keep getting broken.